Okay, you want to create a stocks and shares tracker in Microsoft Excel, but you don't have and you don't want to pay for Excel 365. So with this method, we're actually going to use the Google Finance function, which is available in Google Sheets. Now it's free to use, but you do need a free Google account. So if you don't already have a Google email, that's the first thing you need to create. Now to get a free Google account, just a matter of typing free Google account into Google, and there you'll see the option for creating a Google account. Then you want to open Google Sheets. So again, I can just search for that. Click on this link, and then you need to click on Go to Sheets. You'll then click on Blank Spreadsheet, and that'll create a blank spreadsheet that you can use to set up your tracker. Now, why are we doing it in Google Sheets? Well, Google Sheets provides a free way of getting livestock data into a spreadsheet. So once we've used Google Sheets, we'll then export our spreadsheet to the web and then import that web data into Excel. So the first part of this video is just going to explain briefly how to use the Google Finance function. Now I've already got a tracker set up, and what this is doing is pulling information in about the stock. So we've got the name of the stock, the one-day change, the percentage one-day change, the price to earnings ratio, etc., etc. So I have created a comprehensive video on how to use the Google Finance function, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description of this video. But I will give a brief explanation here about how the Google Finance function works. Let's start with retrieving the name for our different stock. So I'll just delete what I've currently got there. And all I have to do is type equals Google Finance. The first argument is ticker. So that's the ticker that I've got stored in column A, comma. And then the attribute is the information that you want to return about that particular stock. So if in quotation marks I type name, and then I close the bracket and press enter, then it retrieves the name of that stock. If I copy that down, it'll do so for the other stock. So as I mentioned, I've created another video that goes through all of these different attributes that you can retrieve for a stock using the Google Finance function. So take a look at that if you want a more comprehensive video tutorial on the Google Finance function. Now, once you've set up your tracker, your next step is to go to File, Share, Publish to the web. You need to make sure entire document is selected there. And then in this second menu, you're going to select Microsoft Excel. Now in this section down here, make sure automatically republish when changes are made is ticked, and then click on Publish, then click on OK. This URL here is what you need to copy. So all you need to do is use Ctrl+C on your keyboard, and then we need to move into Excel. I can close this down in the meantime. So I'm in a new workbook in Microsoft Excel. First step is to go to the Data tab on the ribbon. And in the Get and Transform Data group, you want to look for an option called From Web. Now I can see it there. If you can't see it there, try this menu, Get Data from Other Sources, and then From Web. Either way, it should open the following dialog box. So what you need to do is paste in your URL into this box here, so Ctrl+V, and then click on OK. So in this navigator dialog box, you're going to get a list of either sheets or tables, or possibly both. Now, if you just click on a sheet or a table, it will show you the data it will import into Excel if that particular item is selected. So I'm happy with that. That's what I want to load into Excel. So I click on this load button at the bottom here, and it's going to load that data into my worksheet. Now I need to set up the refresh properties within Excel. So to do that, I'm going to go to this drop-down refresh button and then go to connection properties. So looking at this refresh control section, I need to make sure enable background refresh is ticked. Then I need to tick refresh every and then specify the refresh interval. So I'm going to say something like 5 minutes. Also, I'm going to tick this option, refresh data when opening the file. I click on OK, And that's basically it. So because the data in Google Sheets was live data, this will refresh every 5 minutes and show you the latest data retrieved using the Google Finance function. The only thing you might want to do is do a little bit of formatting here. For example, those need to be percentages. These need to be dollars or pounds. And the same over here with these prices. But essentially that's it. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Hopefully that's useful. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.